As a voice of the community, how do you see the evolution of the Philippine esports scene? And what moment from the era of the Philippines stand out to you the most?
Wow, as a voice, that's very big. I would say, nakita ko yung evolution ng Philippine esports scene as it's heading to the direction where we want it to be, na nakakapag-provide tayo ng mga careers, nakakapag-provide tayo ng platform for, all the gamers to express themselves in any way they want. Like, they can be a player, they can be a caster, they can be a coach, they can be a back-end graphic designer. Kumbaga, it opens up and it will open up more opportunities for a lot of, the aspiring talents na nanonood at nakakakita ngayon ng pag-usbong ng esports sa Philippines. And I would say, for the last 5 years, ang pinaka-naging standout for me was when we took M2. The World Championship for Mobile Legends kasi parang yun yung naging unang marka ng Filipino players, not just Filipino players actually, the Philippine esports in the international stage kasi parang for the longest time we've been the underdog. Parang lagi tayo yung nakatago sa shadows ng ibang countries, ibang regions. And it was the first time that Philippines was actually exposed to the international stage. Kita nila yung galing ng mga players natin, galing ng mga coaches natin, but not just coaches but also like back-end people. Even some of the events that are well distinguished in the international stage are handled by Filipino people. So for me yun yung naging standout para sa akin kasi parang yun yung turning point. Kumbaga nag-my turn yung Pilipinas sa buong mundo. So yeah.
What are the past metas we had in MPLPH and which of these metas still work nowadays?
So we go way back, double tank, and then you fast forward a little, may 1-3-1. You also have the utility jungle meta, you have the hard carry gold lane meta, you have the days of blacklist where anything can happen, may banana split from Onyx, but I think personally, ang pinakagusto ko is where we are now. This is a meta wherein anything and everything is possible. In the previous major events alone, leading up to Season 16, we already beat so many records. Parang by 15% or 20%, bago pa matapos yung tournament, nahigitan na natin yung last year's meta. So parang, the developers are doing really good. So I'm hoping that it continues, and I hope our developers continue to find ways, and more so, I hope us Filipinos find ways to break the meta. Kasi parang yun yung galaw natin. That's how we're able to stay on top, is by reinventing the game, finding out what's possible, finding out what's not possible, and then playing within that space. Parang within a month or so, nagigits natin eh. So I'm glad that we're still on that.
Do you have something in your mind about the rising meta for the upcoming Season 16 and so?
Sa upcoming meta ngayon, may mga nabalitaan naman ako na interesting changes, like really big changes. Pero as for the state of the meta right now in Season 16, I believe, at least for the first few weeks of MPL Philippines, for sure, we are in one of the healthiest metas ever in the state of the game. Kasi parang halos lahat pwede mong gamitin. Ang daming, halos hindi namin mahulaan kung sino yung anong klaseng jungler ba yung lalabas dito sa game na to, from this team. And I really still think na it's still very much unexplored right now. I feel like there are still some heroes that are very underutilized. So I'm very excited to see that in Season 16.
How has the league helped you from the season you started in MPLPH up to this season?
The league has helped me a lot since Season 1. From Season 1 kasi, sabi ko nga, passion era talaga yun eh, from MLBB. And hindi naman ako nagsimula din sa mobile esports. It really has helped me find a suitable, at least, career trajectory. Kasi dati naman, hindi naman ako super sure sa gusto kong gawin sa buhay. Ever since nagsimula tayo sa MLBB Esports from MPL Philippines Season 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, I found that it can be a stable career din naman pala. Kahit na hindi ka naman talaga totally locked in as an employee or anything. Supplementing it with everything else that happens around MLBB Esports really has helped me grow professionally as a person. And medyo mahirap din tawaran yun. I don't think I could have done that anywhere else.
Last question, message to the community dreaming to be a caster someday.
Kung gusto mo maging caster, ito, lagi din tinatanong sa akin to. I think importante na you gotta know your stuff. You gotta know your stuff first. Kasi there are things that you are born with, like having a good voice, but you can also kind of work on that din. Ang hindi mo matatawaran, you gotta know your stuff. You gotta love it. Kasi if you don't love it, mapapagod ka.
For the people that want to enter the space of casting, my number one advice is always to not just work hard, but work smart. Find your connections, find your leverage, but also to just keep on dreaming. And also, once you've gotten, your foot on the door, never stop. Kasi it's all about constant grind.
I'm gonna make this public. This is usually my secret. Ito yung usually sinishare ko sa mga malalapit na na mga caster talaga. The number one skill for any caster is not your voice, it's not your game knowledge, it's not your skill, it's not your speed. It's actually listening. So, if you know how to listen, the rest will follow.